Well, this is probably not working. Can you see me? Is it actually working? Can you hear me? Oh my god, that was a pain in my ass. Sorry about that, everybody. I had it all set up. It was going to work perfect. And then it didn't. You know, this is harder than it should be. It's my first successful live chat now after second attempt. Oh yeah, check out my shirt. It's a good one. How's it going, everybody? Sorry about that little debacle there. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Theo, where is Theo? He's in the driver's seat because he's the driver now. Oh, he heard his name. Come here. Theo's live on YouTube. Aluminum foil. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I've been talking about doing a live stream forever and haven't been able to successfully get it to work, and finally it's happening. So hey Olivia, sorry about the background noise. My solar controller just decided to run its fan. That's why I waited till evening time. I figured it'd be late enough in the day it wouldn't be doing that. So I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm in the Oglala National Grassland, which is like basically the extreme northwest corner of Nebraska. I'm heading to the Black Hills tomorrow. Going up to Hot Springs. This is awesome. So I'm doing it in YouTube Studio in the web browser because my streaming software wouldn't connect last minute. Tom, I'm freezing to death because I didn't insulate my floor. Oh my god, you're still in quartzite, Kelly? That's got to be 1,000,000 degrees, right? Hot Springs, South Dakota. It's in the Black Hills. No, I do not like mustaches. I'll do a goatee, but not just the stash. That's way too porn star. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. Jeff said, here's to your first live stream. Thanks, man. And again, sorry for the mix-up there. Hey, Wombat, thank you. It was stressed me out last minute. Only 90. Oh, cool. You're gonna be on the wall, south the wall, on the edge of the cliff there. I love the Badlands. I'm actually making a video right now about Nebraska's little Badlands. It's called Toadstool. Evans Plunge and Hot Springs. Oh yeah, the one right on the main drag there. That's okay, Olivia. Don't give me any money. I don't want it. Theodore's grumpy. These guys were all napping until I kicked them out of their spots. Overthinking age. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, Theo's a pretty good driver. You know, he's we're gonna get his learner's permit here pretty soon. I've been to Wall Drug. It's there ain't a whole lot. You get your nickel coffee and oh my god, Leia Vant, $20. Thank you so much. You guys are like super generous. Tom. No, it is not cold enough to crank up the wood stove. It is 63 degrees outside right now. I'm heading north for the summer. I'm going up into the mountains. Hey, Beef Snorkel 1337. As soon as I saw that dude's screen name, I knew we were like the same generation, you know. Awesome. I got all my people here. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that. You found a container full of Black Hills Gold. Oh, weed. Right. Olivia, I said no. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be like 88 on Sunday where I'm at currently, so I'm gonna be up in the hills by then. You guys are cracking me up. Jeff, you're over there in Iowa. Where at? In Iowa. Hello from Chicago. 90s in New York? No kidding. It's going to be like a hot year, I'm pretty sure. I'm no weatherman, but all this El Nino talk and stuff, you know. Yeah, run to the hill. I should have wore a Maiden shirt. I got one. Kalamazoo sounds like where it's at for the good weather. Hey, Chris. Google wouldn't let me give 666. Yeah, Chris, you told me how to do a live stream and then it still didn't work. So I still screwed it up somehow. Oh, cool. White Rock Conservancy, Starfield, darkest place in Iowa. That's awesome, man. Jesse Mullins, thank you. Appreciate that. You guys are awesome. So the tire cover, it stayed on. You'll see in my next Wednesday video, I drove like 200 miles and it stayed on. Hey, Tom. Thanks, man. I should be paying you for cat child support. Fancy feast. Lisa. I got all my favorite people on here. I would give you less if I could. You guys are funny. How's the audio anyway? I lost like all my controls that I had set up because now I'm not using my streaming software. So yeah, I am going to Devil's Tower. I've been there before. I love that place, and I'm going to be actually camping right next to it. There's this little campground. There's prairie dogs everywhere. Funnel King. Cool. I'm using my Rode shotgun mic. So I was using the regular mic on the laptop and it had a weird feedback. So well, awesome. Thanks for tuning in twice, everybody. I'm so glad to chat with you. This is fun. Yeah, Joanne, I am coming to Yellowstone. My friend Debbie also just got a job there. She said she's going to be working in, let's see what she said. Grant Village General Store. So yeah, I'll be coming up through Tetons and then up through Yellowstone. I've been there before, but only for one day, and I mean the place is massive. I could spend a week there. Cutie Butts is over here sleeping. She was sleeping in this chair right here, but I moved her. DB1 Journeys, thank you. Andrew, thank you. Some tea fund, heck yeah. Toonses, yeah, that's Theodore. I'm not going to Deadwood. I've been there twice, and I mean, you drive through it and then you've seen it, I don't know. I'm going through Spearfish Canyon though. Transmission's doing all right for now. I beat the crap out of it last Saturday, which you'll see on this Saturday's video. I got a pretty dramatic video for you guys for Saturday, but then an extremely chill video following that one. So yeah, Olivia, I'll probably be in Phoenix again. Actually, December, I think my brother said the 1st through the 3rd. Rush is playing down there, so that might be the plan. Alaska, yes. When gas prices come back down someday, maybe next summer or the one after. The place I get my tea is called the Tea Smith. If you just Google that, they have a website and they do shipping. And the reason I drink that tea is my uncle is the owner of the business. So I'm not affiliated, but I am in that sense, and it's extremely good tea. If you like tea, I'd definitely recommend that. Capitol Towers. Where is that? Is that downtown Omaha or Lincoln? Hey, Dispersed Camperman. We have a celebrity in the house, people. If you're not already subscribed to Dispersed Camperman, you should just leave this stream right now and head over to his channel. His videos are awesome. They're super laid back. He shows you beautiful places, and he shows you how to get to his dispersed camp spots. And I've camped in several of Mark's spots in Utah and I think 1 or 2 in Arizona. So Dispersed Camperman's awesome. Thanks for tuning in, Mark. Appreciate that. I don't know if you'll get a discount on the tea. Mention it though. Let them know that I'm constantly repping them. Yeah, shipping internationally is probably not a practical option on the tea. But if you're in the States or maybe Canada. Yeah, Mike, Bighorns, I've been through there before, and that's on the route. It's pretty awesome, yeah. Oh, wow, Scott, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Man, you guys are awesome. Super generous. Yeah, I'm still figuring out my controls here because my streaming software didn't work. Yeah, Mark, it's good to be back on the road. I'm excited for this summer. I got some good plans. I'm going to be trying to take it slow because gas prices, but it's going to be a good summer for sure. Potato Ted, I've not been to Marble Canyon. Where is that? I've covered quite a bit of Arizona. I still need to spend a couple more winters down there, but do I feel more alive now? I have a headache, Nick, from all the stress a minute ago when it wasn't working. Corey, how's it going? Miami Everglades. One of these One of these days. I used to go to Florida every summer when I was a kid. Not every summer, but like 3 or 4 times. My grandparents lived in Flagler Beach, which is up by Daytona. I love Florida. It's awesome. I would play on the beach all day, and then I'd be like a cooked lobster. By the second day, I'd be bright red. Tony, thank you, man. 13-year-old cat. Awesome. Cats are the best. Always adopt the homeless ones too. Don't go. Nobody buys a cat. They either appear or you adopt them. It's not like a dog where you go seek out a special breed or something. Swan Lake, Montana. I'll have to look up where that is. I am going through Montana this summer. Ham radio, yeah. Tom actually offered me his ham radio to put in the van. Yeah, Olivia, I had OBS all set up, and that's what I used when I did my van build marathon. But just now it wouldn't connect to my. It said server connection issue. Heinous Haggis, I used the wood stove 4 times this winter. I spent too much time in Arizona. That was the problem. It wasn't cold enough. Thanks, Cynthia. Yeah. Bigfoot's observations. What's going on? If you're ever south of Nashville, you can stay in our driveway. Thank you. I get offered that so much, and I appreciate that so much. It's awesome. I have there's 20 people's properties in this country that I could go stay at now. You guys are super generous. I appreciate that. Hey, John. 90 degrees in Ventura. Wow. That's kind of hot for Ventura, isn't it? My little brother lives in kind of near Burbank. Patricia, yes, I'll be out east at some point. The cat adopts you, yes. Awesome, yeah. Go fishing on the Everglades. Ryan, Alaska, whenever gas is cheap again. Probably the summer after next. I kind of already have an idea what I want to do next summer. Oh, okay. A few miles down from Navajo Bridge. Okay. North Dakota next winter. If I'm going to do that, I'll just go to Canada and spend the winter up there. Mac, how has van life changed your life? My life is great. It's amazing. I used to be horribly depressed and had a terrible outlook on my future, and now I'm excited to live. It's awesome. It's not for everyone, but it worked for me. Caravan with other nomads. A little bit. Like we could go camp together and go do some hikes and see stuff together, but eventually I like my solitude, but I like having friends too. It's like I'm an introvert, so there's a balance there. Pops, what's up? How's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in. Olivia, driveway always open. Heck yeah. I'm gonna come help you finish that bus. Did you ever get that seat out? I'll come get that seat out of your bus for you. Yeah, it's funny. I see other YouTubers go live, and then I see them struggling. I see well, let's try this again, or third attempt. So it ain't just me. It's, you'd think they'd have this more refined. The first time I tried it, I just Googled how to do it, and then it didn't work. And then Chris, the Simple Box, another channel you should go subscribe to if you haven't already, emailed me and gave me some tips, and I kind of looked on Reddit and stuff, and then it worked for a while, and then it didn't work today. So now I'm basically doing what Google says to do, and for some reason it's working this time. Fry Canyon does rock. Yes, Utah is my favorite state as far as natural beauty. The people there can be kind of weird, but Utah's amazing. Tim, the cats are sleeping. We've been pretty lazy all day. Ed, the new fridge freezer is amazing. I have ice cream in there. I made a crock pot full of chili a couple days ago, and I was like, oh man, now I have all this chili and don't know what to do with it. It's not going to fit in my fridge. And then my brother was like, dude, freeze it. It's like, oh, I've been drinking iced beverages, and it's great. I don't expect anyone to buy $1,000 fridge freezer, but I did collaborate with Iceco on that one. Charlie, yeah, a lot of them road trips I took were like a desperate attempt to get away from it all and find some kind of happiness. Now that's just life. It's every day now. If I can get the van to Australia, yes, I want to go to Australia. I have for a long, long time. Good job, Olivia. You got the seat out. I'm a little behind on the chat. Sorry. It's going pretty quick here, and I'm a little slow. Oh, you didn't video it? What's for supper? Nothing, honestly. I had a banana and a salad today. After this, I'm probably going to lay in bed and eat ice cream and watch YouTube. How much do I roughly spend on gas? Okay, so I've toured one state, and I took the long way getting across Nebraska because I wanted to see what I wanted to see. I've spent $270 on gas to get through one state. And yeah, at that rate, by the time I get halfway through my summer plans, I'll have spent like $2,000. It'll come down though. Yes, everyone go follow the Simple Box. I've crashed a couple of his live streams, and then he always just talks about me the rest of the time, and it's awkward. So just leave this and then go over to the Simple Box and subscribe to Chris's channel. His videos are way better than mine. They're shorter. He's easier to look at, definitely. He's got a bigger box than me, so, he lives in a mansion or a sauna, one or the other. Every time I see him, he's like sweating profusely, so I don't know what's up with that. Houston weather or something. Susie Q, my ginger cat, says hi to the cat crew. Is your ginger cat extremely rowdy and insane and like compulsive? Because Theodore's my first ginger cat. Gussie Numb Thumbs, 40. Wow, man, $50. Thank you so much. I haven't seen you in a while. I used to see you in the comments, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Virginia Beach. Yes, I'll get there, eventually. Hey, Donna. Oh, hey, Travis. What's going on? Yeah, your brother hit me up. He's like, hey, I work for that grocery store. I see your products. TN Garden to eat. Started watching videos when you were car camping. Thank you for sharing your venture. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Cut frozen chili into cubes and use that for ice. Make a chili sickle on a hot day. Stick a popsicle stick in it. No more cigars. I have some, and they're probably going stale on me. I don't know. I'm no Winston Churchill, so it's like, it's not a very common thing for me. And the more I smoke cigars, it makes me crave cigarettes. So it's kind of, I do enjoy them, but it's got to be like a sit down at the campfire with some tea kind of thing. Yeah, I retired the camo hat. This is like a nicer fitted hat, but I have this more can absorb sweat a little better hat that I wear usually when I'm hiking. I wish I could have brought the kayak. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it, but it's not worth having a 10-foot boat hanging off the side of my van for as often as I'll use it, Julia, if you could see any band live, who would it be? Pantera. Dime got assassinated when I was in high school, and I didn't get to see Pantera. So, or do you mean like currently, like actual bands of today? I don't know. I've seen. I should. Someday I'm gonna develop my website, and on there I'm gonna put a list of like every band I've ever seen, because there's hundreds of them. Like bands that were way ahead of my time too. I've seen a lot of shows. That's why I'm like half deaf. Love your healthy lifestyle. Yeah. I got 2 pints of ice cream in the freezer, and I ate an entire cheesecake in 3 days recently. So I'm really working on it there. Yes, Lisa, I would love to go to New Zealand. Maybe someday. Jeff, my 731 ton dually. It probably, you know what? You probably get what, 8, 9, 10 miles per gallon. I'm not doing too much better than that, really. I get like 13. Jesse, thanks. The size of one's box doesn't matter. All right, I'm like way behind on the chat, and it just skipped ahead. Pops, what curiosity do you have about your subscribers? You're the most, what's the word? You're the most suspicious one, Pops. Yeah, Travis, the only places I've seen Aldi since I left Omaha is like in Phoenix. They should be everywhere. I've been to Germany, and they're everywhere. That's kind of because they're from there, but Darren, yeah, this is like one of my favorite shirts. I brought it with me so I could wear it in a video. Trucker hat. Yeah, Jeff, cigar while having a fire. That's where it's at. Classic dude, Mike. I smoked weed for like my entire life, but I don't know. I don't do anything now. I'm just raw dogging it. Just experiencing life the hard way. Gas price in Canada, 8.25 per gallon. Is that per? They sell it by liter up there, don't they? Oh, Travis, I'm jealous, man. Pantera is like, I was obsessed with Pantera as a kid. I bought a Dean Razorback guitar and stuff. I've seen what do you call it? Hell Yeah twice. I seen Vinnie Paul. I got a signed Vinnie Paul drum head before he died. I've seen Pantera, with Zakk Wylde and Charlie Benante, and it was really good. But I mean, Dime was kind of my hero growing up. Heinous Haggis, I love that little grill. That grill is freaking awesome. It's perfect. I don't know how long it'll last, but it's way more. I loved that last girl too, but this one's just way more practical. Riley, how long do you plan to continue with van life? I really have no plans in my life beyond this. I have dreams. I'd love to have land, like off-grid property someday, and with the big old shop on it. Hey Dave, it's Joe from Ontario. Hey Joe. That was a Jimi Hendrix thing. You know those Oru kayaks, Olivia? I watched this dude did an unboxing video of one of those because he was doing a review on it, and he struggled so much trying to like set that thing up. By the end of the video, he was like sweating and was like, "Yeah, this is not the most practical thing. I'd love to try one, but." Kathy, I can eat a cheesecake in one day. Dude, cheesecake and like burritos are my kryptonite. Those are my favorite things to eat, pretty much. Maggie Smith, no shit. Really? Wow, 20 miles to the gallon with that thing. That's crazy. Aldi's in the Midwest, Casey. I love Casey. Actually, I've been to Kansas City many, many times because it's like a 3-4 hour drive from Omaha. Let's see. Box truck boomer, did you tune out the speed limiter? I can't hit it. Unless I was going downhill with the tailwind. You'll find out once you get to driving around out west with yours in the mountains. They're great, don't get me wrong, but wind foil on the roof. Yeah, I've considered that. I've seen similar vans to mine that have the whole fiberglass thing over the cab, and that would probably help a lot. How often do you wish you had 4-wheel drive? Bike Pig 13. Last Saturday, I really wished I had 4-wheel drive. And you'll see that in my next video. I think it was pretty funny, but yeah, I got stuck big time. I had to have a local dude come and pull me out of the sand. My sunscreen came in and it's rained every day, and that's Murphy's Law. That's why that happened. I'm way behind on the chat. Sorry, guys. See, I wrote down a list of like things to talk about, but I don't have to because you guys are so awesome in the chat. So I can just respond to you guys. Bigfoot, that tornado this past weekend in Nebraska was wild. There was some serious weather going on. I watched those, that Ryan Hall dude on YouTube. I'm a weather nerd, so anytime there's tornadoes and stuff, I tune into that. And Cynthia, yeah, box fans are real good. They're built better than your typical RV, so, and it's I think way more economical than pulling a trailer. You can get to more places, and it's just better. Just make sure you buy one that's in good enough shape. Lisa, I'm jealous. Olivia, you met Zach? I love Zach Wild. He's awesome. He's freaking hilarious too. Yeah, I've seen Black Label 3 times now. Corey, no way. Really? That's awesome. Anita, yeah, same for me too. I developed an anxiety disorder, so I had to quit pretty much everything I was doing, for fun. So Jesse B. Oh yeah, I love Cannibal Corpse. I've seen them twice. I've seen them with God, what was his name? The last guitarist that went crazy and burned his house down. I love 6 Feet Under too. I'm a big fan of. I love all death metal really. Yeah, Jeff, you're not missing much there, man. Chat skipped ahead on me. Yeah, mom's house is all fixed up. W. Curtin, 1962. I missed those Maverick burritos. I just had a chorizo 2 days ago. If you want to feel like total crap for the rest of your day, eat a Maverick burrito and an extra large Diet Dr. Pepper. That's how you pretty much, if you don't want to. San Diego is on my list, yes. It's got a great reputation, too, for being one of the best cities to live in. I suppose perfect weather all year round, right? Bike Pig, I would do the 4x4 truck camper. One of my ideas for building another rig, I have all these ideas. Right now I'm thinking about electric, like an ERV. But I would love to take a 4x4 truck, a really reliable, good platform that has a lot of aftermarket support, especially for the suspension and stuff, and just throw the bed away, cut the back of the cab off, and build myself an RV from scratch, like a purpose-built, not just a set-in truck camper, but an actual RV, but on a truck chassis. Kind of like the Tiger that Foresty Forest has, but better. And I wouldn't do that thing over the cab, like the bunk over the cab. I would make it more aerodynamic. But if you have the tools and the skills and the shop space and stuff to do it, build one from scratch. Box fan is good. It's better than an RV, but it's hard to turn something into something else that wasn't meant to be. It'd be great to be able to do it from scratch. Simple Box, when's the full lumberjack beard making a return? Probably this winter when it's cold. I'm trying to read all of these. Lee Verrill, is that how you say it? Is it Lee Verrill or have you ever seen weird shit out there all alone? Do you ever get spooked? Not really yet. I'd love to see some weird UFO alien stuff. I want to believe. Maybe this summer I'll see some Bigfoot activity up northwest. I'm way behind on the chat. Down the band, yes. Phil Anselmo. Pat O'Brien, yeah, there it is. That's who couldn't think of the name. And he's a great guy, and mental health's a real problem. It's it's not like he wanted to burn his house down and go crazy. Manny, yes, I need an AC. Well, not yet, but I probably will. I probably should have put AC in my van. And yeah, same thing, Pops. And also, yes, Sepultura, I've seen them. I've seen Sepultura and my brain is not working today. Max Cavalera's band after Sepultura. And then I've seen him play with his son in Go Ahead and Die. Soulfly, that's what it was. Yeah, I've seen Max Cavalera like 3 times now. Paul, I used to play drums every day from like the age of 12 until like my early 20s, and then I've played like maybe once a year since that. And then I got really heavy into guitar for like a couple years and haven't played much since either. So basically, I kind of don't suck at a couple things, but mostly I suck. But drums and guitar, yeah. Theo has taken a liking to the new headliner, Lexi, and so far it's not destroyed yet. But I was thinking about getting some eucalyptus stuff to spray on it, but I'm afraid to spray something in my van and then have to live with it. But um, oh, cool! Your daughter's gonna go to Australia, Donna. That's cool. Uh, Wyatt, um, Wyatt Tank Gaming. What's the coolest place you've been to? Oh man, that's a tough one. It's probably somewhere in Utah, though. Southern Utah. How'd your brother end up in Alberta? His wife was going to college up there, and then ended up working for the college up there. And then he works for PayPal and was able to transfer up there and work from home and stuff. And then he's been up there for like 8-10 years now. They're citizens and everything. And he loves it. Canada's great. I don't think he's ever coming back. I'm going to visit him this summer. My first concert was Dick Clark's Caravan of Stars. Yeah, super going postal. I got a ton of comments about that. I called it a bracelet and that geocache, but it was a military thing. Actually, Mark Dispersed Camperman told me that. Sorry guys, I'm like way behind on the. Dang, Kara, you got all kinds of. You can do it all. I can't play piano. I'm a lefty. I mean, I could probably, but that's why I suck at guitar too. At least that's what I tell myself. Because I play a right-handed guitar, because that's what I learned on. Yeah, heinous haggis. That was kind of the plan. I got lazy, and well, I didn't get lazy. I just said kind of screw it and glued my truck stop blanket to the headliner. I like the way it looks, and it seems like when he claws into it, it kind of bites the glue a little better. It seems to be harder for him to pull off. Ron Hargis airbags. I wanted to put an airlift on the back of my van, and I still want to, but I ran out of money when I was in Omaha working on my van. I think that would help a lot, at least with stability. Olivia, they've emailed me, that AC company and several others. Like if I wanted one, I could definitely get one. I'll know for sure by the time I get like halfway through my summer if it's going to be required or not. Oh, cool, Lisa. Yeah, denim would look cool. Give it the Jay Leno headliner in the box fan. No, you're the man, Jason. Strange bird recording. I have pants on. Look, see? Pants. Corduroy. I had corduroy pants when I was a kid, too. Okay, I need to block Michael Beanflip. How do you do that? Let's see. Hide unit user. There we go. Cool. That was easy. Yeah, Hendrix was a lefty. Lots of. You guys ever heard of Eric Gales? He plays guitar upside down and backwards. And that dude's incredible. David, no, not yet. I'd love to do some campfire jams. Brian, Adventure Van Man, plays guitar. He has a travel guitar too. TN Garden to eat. I have two brothers, an older one and a younger one. I'm like right in the middle. We're like equal years apart too. Hey, Beef Snorkel. Thanks, man. Yeah, let me know how that thing works out for you. It's probably like 1,000,000 degrees in St. George right now. It was hot when I went there back in like end of November. Pops, Peter, Paul, and Mary. That's awesome. That's like disco, right? I don't know. Off Grid Thoughts channel. Hey, what's going on? Heinous Haggis, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. He said, Dave, enjoy your videos, Dave. Super glad to see you doing better in your mental state. Thanks to your new lifestyle. Keep at it. You're doing it right. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Try playing with your teeth. Andy, yeah, it's a little slow on the block there. See, I did subscribers only on the chat, but he must have subscribed. All right. Oh, Van Halen. That's another one I would have loved to have seen. Eddie was epic. The middle child. Susie Q, no way. Do a video about the LS. Thanks, W. Curtin. Yeah, if you know, I'd love to put like a pro charger on mine. Definitely could use more power. Check out Richard Holdener on YouTube if you're interested in LS stuff. He tests all of that. The Coven spamming block. I'm gonna block you. Senval, you got a date, John? No way, man. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck with your date. Hopefully you get to, one of those bases, Jesse G74, do you have other projects in mind? Yeah, tons of them. I'd love to build all kinds of custom RVs and have my own shop and a business doing it someday, but I would need like literally like $50 million to be able to start a business like that. Little projects, yeah, I'll tinker on stuff. Nazareth, yes, good band. You saw Zepp? Cool, Terry. Jason, thanks for supporting me on Patreon. I appreciate that. Let's get to work. Gold panning, yeah. I'm going up to the Black Hills too. Olivia. Is yours is a Chevy, right? Yeah. Off Grid Thoughts channel. I am in the very northwest corner of Nebraska. I'm going to be heading up to South Dakota tomorrow. I'm in the Ogallala National Grassland. Weather's perfect. But it's supposed to rain for like the next 2 days, and the road coming up here is like a dirt road and turns to a mess when it gets wet. Otherwise, I'd probably stay here till Friday or Saturday. Are both your brothers handy like me? Yes. My brothers are both genius. I'm the dumbest of the three. Any plans to head to the East Coast? Yes, eventually. I will get there someday. It'll be a couple years, though. I still have a lot to see. Hello from an Iowa KFC. Oh, you work for the Colonel? That's awesome. I heard you guys just throw the extra stuff in the dumpster at the end of the day, and you can just kind of roll up and get you a free bucket. Off Grid Thoughts channel. Yeah, you got some ideas, man. You got a lot of really good projects going on. Kara, I love CCR. For like 3 months, that's all I listened to was like CCR. Me and my friend would drive around and just play all of that. Anita, Nirvana, yep. Stacy, hello. Gina, thank you. Joanne saw Van Halen with Sammy. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Bigfoot, yeah, don't burn your dinner, man. Thanks for tuning in. Mrs. Pops. She doesn't have much faith in you, does she, Pops? You got to see Tool? That's awesome. My friend is like obsessed with Tool. It's like there is no other band to her. That's like, that's all there is. Yeah, Mike, I miss Utah already, man. I wouldn't probably hang out there in the summer, not at least not in the southern half. Andy M Films 96 in Idaho. That's crazy. Weather's perfect now. Yeah, my uncle and my cousin are over there in Idaho right now. The Coven, trying to be nice. I barely got my live stream to work. I had to make everyone tune in twice, dude. We all have exactly the same IQ. That's possible. '21 Prius into a Class P RV. That's awesome. You know, I used to sleep in the back of my Buick, and I could barely walk the next morning. It was comfy, but not being able to stretch out is. But man, that gas mileage. Hatchback SUV, like a crossover, like a Toyota RAV4 or something. That's where it's at. You got like 37 miles to the gallon and plenty of room for a bed. Whoa, Death Angel, cool, man. I have not seen them. Celtic Frost, that's awesome. Hell yeah, Jason. Houses are just a waste of money, man. Even if you don't like to travel, you can just park your RV at a trailer park somewhere and still live for less. Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Carlos Gaston. I have not. I'll look into that. Eastern Washington. I didn't really have plans to go to Eastern Washington, but I'm always looking at maps and pinning stuff. So, Linda, thank you. Altoona, hook you up with a bucket. Heck yeah. Get some Colonel. All right. I'm trying to read them all. Ricky, I saw Deep Purple. Well, it was like one or two of the dudes were original members, but it was still a good show. Modify the U-Haul to accommodate very large, tall people. I don't know if the 14-footers have a higher roof, or roof, as Chris likes to say, but mine is not. I think if you're any more than like 6'2", you shouldn't get the 10-footer. But I seen a guy today with the Sprinter high top, and that thing was like twice the size of my van. But yeah, luckily I'm not a tall guy, so this works for me. Let's see. When am I headed to Vancouver? It'll be probably sometime in August. I'll be over there, but that is on the route. Look behind me. Yeah. He's always photo bombing. Yeah, Kathy, Utah's just amazing. That feels like home to me, like Glen Canyon and stuff. It's just epic. Primus this Friday, heck yeah. Have a new album or some new songs my brother showed me. How long till sunset? I got an hour at least. Planet Fitness membership. I'm never in cities that often. Like, I don't hang out around cities. Cities stress me out, actually. I go to the Walmart and then I get the hell out of there. So Mike, I really like my Yokohama Geolander ATXDs. They're the commercial all-terrains. They're like more of a tweener tire. They are kind of loud on the highway, but simple box. It's tough to say rough when you mean roof. I know. It's a Nebraska accent thing. You cracked me up one day in one of your videos with your British accent, too. I think you were having blueberries and granola for breakfast or something. John, I have one of them stand-up portable ACs. It's like, it was so loud. Oh, cool, Vicky. I would have loved to see AC/DC. I did see Kiss on their, like, this is our last tour ever tour. Any modifications to driver position for comfort? Yeah, I cut out the whole front wall of the box so I can recline the seat like much further. And then my brother styled me with a new driver's seat too. So I got it as close to a Buick as I could. It's still not the same, but it's pretty comfy. Julia Theodore appeared. He just showed up one night at my shop. He was this big. Totally feral, because my shop was like down by the tracks in an industrial part of town. So he either just appeared like some kind of mysterious, apparition, or his mom dropped him off because she had like too many mouths to feed in the ghetto. It's like, here, you're gonna go live with this guy now. Yeah, KO3s, Olivia. I had the KO2s on my Chevy. I loved them. And then they got stolen, so I never really got to see like how long they would last. Simple Box, Mr. Bungle, Faith No More. Hell yeah. Can't go wrong with Mr. Bungle. A Perez, K3S. Rear locker, yeah. I'd like to just replace the entire rear end with a full floating, more heavy duty one. I have the GM 14 bolt semi floater open diff, and the gear ratio is way too tall. So I'd like to get like a Dana 70 and then put like a air locker in it or something. Bike pig, I got 33s with 17x9 rims. Yeah, Toyos are good too. No, George. I kind of was. I don't know where it is at the moment, but I'm like way more north than. But I think it's gonna be in Omaha in like 5 days or something. The big boy. That's a sight to see. I mean, even if you don't like trains or don't care about steam engines, it's pretty awesome to see that thing in action. It's freaking hot too. David Patrick, I do a rooftop AC, but I don't have room up there. Like my solar panels take up so much of the roof that I can't fit. Like the actual unit won't fit up there. It would have to be like a split unit or separate components, like a retrofit kit for an old car or something. Stephen Hall Wind River Range, yeah. I think that is the plan. Cat distribution, yeah. I always wanted an orange one. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but Grand Coulee Dam, I've heard of that. I'll check that out. Where am I here? Yeah, them Pro. I seen someone drive through where I was camped the other day with the ProMaster, and they looked like they were just like about to fall into the windshield. John, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, Theo. There was shop cats, feral cats that lived down along the tracks down at that shop, and I used to see them all the time. And I think I did put food out one day, so that might have been Theo's mom. She knew that like I was a provider. John, probably not gonna have a PO box again for a while. It was a pretty big hassle last time I did, so but I appreciate it. Who is Elsa Ray? I don't. What is that? All right, let's see. There's the star of the show here. He's getting fat. Like, I need to watch what I feed him. I've been trying to get Cutie Butts to gain some weight, so I've been feeding her more. Yeah, that's the plan, Mitch. Mini split over the cab. I was gonna lay it down so the fan's venting straight up. A lot of people were like, "You don't want it up there because it'll wear out your fan bearings." But if I get one that has a compressor that doesn't have to be upright, then that's kind of the plan. And then I'll just move my spare to the rear. Austin Evans, what's up, man? Yeah, I crank my AC if it's hot. And I'm driving. I'll crank my AC, and that actually, like when I get to where I'm camping, the van's nice and cool. Crater Lake, yep, it's on the list. It's like the deepest lake in all of America, ain't it? Anita, loved your damn video. Thank you. Elizabeth, I have not had a haircut in trying to 2014 was the last time I got a haircut. It used to be longer than this, and then I destroyed it doing stuff like laying underneath cars, working on them and stuff, and now it just doesn't even grow any longer than it is. It's like it's kind of a mess, honestly. I should probably just cut it off and start over. It's split ends and everything. Mike, the back window is fixed. It's sealed up good. Trekking the universe. Thanks, man. Yeah, good luck to you. Get out there. Can always go back if it sucks, you know? Oh, yeah, cats are carnivores. Sardines are good. I have a can of sardines in the van and tomato sauce. And I think I got some herring, too. The primordial pouch, Anita. Yeah, she's got it. Kathy, is this better than a Wednesday video? So I really like chatting with you guys. This is really fun. And I was stressed out and got super depressed for a second there when it wouldn't work. But now that it is working, even though I haven't figured out why it wasn't working, I'm having a great time. The reason I'm doing the live chat now, other than I want to chat with you guys, and I've been talking about doing this forever, is I want to get at least a week ahead on my videos, because it's been kind of stressful, like trying to get them out, because I'm doing 2 videos a week all year. Next year, I'm probably going back to 1 video a week and then occasional live streams. But I think if I can figure out how to make this work consistently without leaving you all like hanging and wasting your time, then I'd like to do a live stream like once a month at least. And it'd probably be on Wednesdays. Yeah, I've been to Meteor Crater. You know the joke about it? It's like, man, I barely missed the visitor center. I went there with my brother, actually. What initiated your interest in railroad engines, Patricia Kirschman? I like anything like mechanical. So I'm a guy. I like big trucks. I like steam engines, trains, planes, boats, all of it. Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to drive the van into Crater Lake. Oh no, you were stuck, broke down in Norfolk. I have not had yet. Knock on wood. I haven't had any mechanical problems. But I will, and I'll be sure to make a video about it. Things I'm expecting to deal with is like flat tire, my transmission someday, water pump, some kind of sensor will eventually fail. Maybe my throttle body, because I have a drive-by-wire throttle body. Which if that fails, I'm going to like open it up and attach a string to it and limp myself to an O'Reilly or something. But yeah, things will break eventually. I'm pretty sure I brought all the right sockets and wrenches and stuff to be able to do just about anything on this fan. Yeah, Bigfoot OBS. I successfully did my van build marathon with it, and I had it all set up, and I could click on my stream that I created on YouTube that was scheduled for 6 o'clock, and then it would not connect. It said network connection issue. or server issue with YouTube or something. I tried like so many times, and then I just gave up and said, last ditch effort, I'm gonna try to just do it right here in YouTube Studio, and it worked. So luckily, which is what didn't work the first time I tried doing it in YouTube Studio. Galaxtang, did I say that right? Galaxtang. Favorite metal concert? Slayer. The first time I seen them with Jeff Hanneman and Dave Lombardo blew my mind. What other good ones? There's been so many. I'm gonna like post a list of every band I've seen. I've seen Slayer 5 times. 5 or 6 times. Vinny, yeah, I have a 360 that I could mount to the van and do real cool driving footage with. I also have security cameras around the van that I could actually use the footage from. One of them's a 4K. Cynthia, I watch Kevin Wald. He's pretty good. He's not like super annoying like a lot of van life YouTubers are. Yeah, I need to like learn OBS and figure it out. Actually make sure it works. I might do some test live streams. Just like unannounced, and just see if any of you guys tune in and see if it works. But Kyle, yeah, I have a code reader. Well, it's a OBD2 Bluetooth interface. I have 2 of them, and then I use apps on my phone. Torque is a good app, and I also have OBD Link MX. Yeah, pops. I worry about snakes, not really in general, but Theodore loves to stick his little paw down any hole he finds in the ground. And yeah, I don't know what I would even do. I would just like grab him and suck out the venom or something like in the old timey movies. Stephanie and Polly, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. You're so generous. I'm still using all the gifts I got from you too. Just used my colander the other day. Aren't we supposed to go fishing somewhere around Prescott? Yeah, AGM. Whenever this interstate that was already in my van when I bought it goes bad, I'll probably buy a pretty high quality battery for the van. But David Patrick, I have a unit in Bearcat, so it's a scanner. I can do NOAA, I can do police, ham, rail, fire, all the stuff. But yeah, I love weather radios. There's something just nostalgic about it, you know. Yeah, I got a tire plug kit. Oh, I did not know there was a new Anthrax single. I'm gonna have to check that out. Anthrax was one of the best shows I've ever seen. I saw them on their what was it called? Farewell to Kings tour. Stan, YouTube doesn't even let me hype things. Like I've never been able to hype somebody's video. I don't know why. Mike Patton was complaining about Slayer fans the whole set because they're insane. Yeah. Thanks, Kyle. Have I run into any disabled van lifers? Yeah, I haven't like chatted with them, but yeah, there's people out there doing it. There's a lot of accessible places you can go. Most national parks and monuments, you can at least get to the viewpoints and actually see the stuff, you know. Vic, oh, you're losing viewers. Must be dinner time. Austin, yeah, the freezer for sure. The hot water heater hack was pretty good too. I actually have been burning through water way faster because I'm taking like longer showers. I need to like Jesse Mullins. I used to storm chase in that Buick all the time, and then me and my friend Colin would go storm chasing. I saw a tornado with my last girlfriend, and it scared the shit out of her. I felt pretty bad. I was like stoked. I pulled over and was filming it, and then I drove my Buick through flooded roads, and we got hailed on. It was exciting. The driver's seat is great. I think that company I bought the driver's seat from went out of business. It was a discount van truck in Lake Havasu. Um, Whoa, I'm getting. Hey, thanks, Anita. Thanks, Bexley Mike. Vico. Thanks, guys. Wait, Cynthia, you're saying I could, if I let someone take my hair, I can get a free trip to London? For real? I would do that. Andy M Films, that's awesome. I'm jealous, man. Blue Creech, yes, Theo is. He like he'll lay around all day, and then right around 10 p.m. he's like, let's mosh. But the headliner's holding up. It's still in really good shape. I think this material sticks better than the last stuff. Mike Spinelli, yeah, man. Yeah. Several things happened. I developed a very severe anxiety disorder about 5 years ago now, and started having panic attacks every day. It was crippling. Like I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but I was. Let's just say it's a miracle I'm even here today, you know. But yeah, I basically threw my entire life away and built a whole new one since that. It was I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy, like mental health problems. It's serious stuff and nobody likes to talk about it, but Kara, that's wild. Tornadoes are so cool. They're I don't know if that's just because I grew up in Nebraska, but it's like put your lawn chair out front and watch that thing. We're not going hiding from it. TN Garden to eat. All I have is the box van and the Buick. I gave my Grand Prix to my mom. I sold my Trans Am. I sold my other Buick. Theodore's messing with the headliner right now. Hey, stop it. Yeah, I've had like 30 cars. I made a video on my Patreon about all the vehicles that I've ever had. I've not been to Alaska yet, but I want to. Linda, I do not want to cut my hair off. I think it would grow back better if I did, or at least trimmed it. Or if I got a free trip to London, I would probably do it. Olivia, yeah. Joining in from your tent on the Appalachian. That's awesome, Ted. Hell yeah, man. Are you hiking alone or are you with people? That's awesome. I would love to do some trails, like big old backpacking stuff. I just need someone to watch the cats. Simple box. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm doing great now. It was a rough couple of years, but yeah, Alaska would be great. I want to go up to like the Northern Territories. I want to go up to I can't pronounce the name of the town, but you know, the other, not Prudhoe Bay, but east of that in Canada. If my brother's still watching, he'll spell it out here for me. Took They call it like Took or something for short, but Took to you or you know, I want to go there. But that's an insanely long drive. I mean, it would be like a all summer just doing that, like going from like my brother's place in Alberta to there and back. It's like Tuk or something is the town, but it's right on. You walk out on the Arctic Ocean. Um, yeah, I'd love to go way up there. Catnip for headliner. Oh man. Kyle's unfiltered life. I hear you, man. Galax. I don't know if I'm saying your screen name right, but I'm heading northwest. Yeah, I'm going up through the Black Hills, and then I'm going to the Bighorns, and then I'm going over to the Teton, and then up through Yellowstone, and then up through Montana in the mountains, like Fish Lake area west of Glacier. Then I'm going up through Canada, through BC and Alberta, through Banff, Jasper, Icefields Parkway, all of that. And then I'm going to go visit my brother for a while and meet my niece. And then I'm heading west over through BC down towards Vancouver. And then I'm coming down Washington, Oregon, Northern California. And by the time I get to like Tahoe, I'm going to head west or head east through Nevada on Highway 50 till I get to Utah around December. That's kind of like the whole year. Mostly solo, but meeting friends. Hell yeah, man. That's cool. Yeah, it's imagine you run into people, especially at camps along the trail. Lori B, thank you. Appreciate that. Oddly enough, what you said, yeah, that there was a little bit of that going on as well. People, jobs, situations, locations. Jeff, that's cool, man. I wouldn't mind being a campground host, but I also don't like people and wouldn't want to have to deal with the riffraff occasionally. I would love to be like the campground maintenance guy, you know, the dude that's with the weed whacker and picking up trash and stuff like that. Truck house life. Yeah, that guy, I can't believe how quick his channel exploded, man. He went from like, he, he got a ton of subs fast. He did something right. The algorithm picked him up. um, Toke. Brian, yeah, I've seen my cousin just moved to a new house and sent me a picture. He rented the like 26-foot U-Haul and it had the snakes on it. He said, "Yep, I'm moving today with the Snake Pit XL." Have you been to Glacier? Yes, I made I actually made a drive-through video there. I went there with my brother. I did a drive-through of the going to the Sun Road in the, I think, kind of evening time. Glacier is epic. I don't think I could take the box van on that road, though. I think they make you park and take a shuttle. Otherwise, I'd do it again, but this summer it's not in the plans. I've not been to San Diego yet. That's also someday, probably this winter. I was not into skateboarding. I'm horrible. Like I do not have the feet for it or something. Same with snowboarding. I just end up right on my butt every time. My little brother Dan, though, he was like really good at it. Mount Shasta, yep. Echo Soul Star. You can make your headliner a whole cat scratch pad. If he's anything like mine, he'll never touch it again. Ain't that the truth, man? You buy them all these elaborate things and they like don't care. They'll go hang out in the box that came in. PNW Adventure Freezer's great. I love it. It does run pretty often, but I have so much battery, it's not an issue. But I've been drinking ice cold beverages. I got ice cream in there. I'm freezing my leftovers. Patricia, I've not done 395 yet either. That's kind of the plan. 395 over 250, and then yeah, I want to see all them old, like old, desolate, deserted mining towns in Nevada and stuff. Travis, you did do it in your shuttle bus? Okay. I wasn't sure if they'd. Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you're going to park your rig and then take their shuttle bus, ours are no bigger, right? David Frank, come to Pennsylvania? I'd love to. I want to get some Tornetta's pizza in Pottstown. My dad's from Pennsylvania, too. He'd probably love to go there with me. I can fly out and babysit cats and van sit. Heck yeah. You can come watch my cats and I'll go on multi-day backpacking trips. Don't steal my cats, though. Yeah. I've not been to the Florida Keys. I would love to. Unsung hero. Yeah, Brian's awesome. We hung out quite a bit. We might end up running into each other up in Montana this summer. I don't know. I'm not really sure what his plans are, but we will be kind of in the same area. Who is the most interesting person you've met? Like in my whole life or like since I've been on the road? You can love him or hate him, but Bob Wells is a really cool dude. He's actually pretty smart. We got to talking about all kinds of crap off camera. I hung out with him for like 2 or 3 hours that day. It's not really like a goal to hit all 50 states, but I mean, I think it might eventually happen, Stephanie, thank you again. Appreciate it. Yeah, so in my OBS, I had this whole thing set up that I could click and do it plays cat footage and music while I go pee. I had like a be right back thing set up to go and stuff, but it just wouldn't work this time. I mean, I'm good for a while, but Lost and Feral 2021. Just bought my schoolie. Not sure how to design my layout. How'd you come up with yours? I took a lot of measurements of stuff. Like, what is going on, guys? Like I knew I'd have my twin bed across the back, so I started with that. But I took measurements of things like the width and height of a kitchen counter, the width and height of like an actual desk. Kind of, I made a lot of drawings at first. Um, and there, I would change it up a little bit. I think I'd make my kitchen counter less deep. I'd maybe make my wood stove actually lower so I could put a counter piece over the top of it too. But just like measure stuff, measure your van or your schoolie, and then like kind of come up with some designs. Just make some blueprints. Homestead Jeff, yeah, I wanted to have a sweet stereo in here, but I don't know if I'm getting old or what. But I kind of like I don't rock out as much anymore. I've recently in my life realized how bad my ears actually are. Like I have a lot of hearing damage. I used to hook up all my friends' subs and stuff for them. Like I was the dude to come to wire up your stereo. Yeah, thanks, Mike. I think I follow you on Instagram. I've seen some of your posts. Lori B. Just like experience, trial and error, observation, working with old timers and stuff, Yeah, she's gaining weight. Cutie butts. Anita said she's looking good. Yeah, her ears are pretty much almost all the way back to normal now. Yeah, Taz, man. I actually have one of my Patreon people actually requested that I do that, and I've kind of been slacking. I've not been to Fort Lauderdale yet, but someday. White Mountains in New Hampshire, yeah, that'd be great. My niece designed her house with Legos. Cool. If it's too loud, you're too old. Yep. Haven't been a Crazy Horse in 25 years. Is that thing close to being done? I'm about to find out because I haven't been there in 4 years, and I think I'm going to stop by there. I'm going to be in the area, so I love Crazy Horse. It's awesome. I'm reading a Crazy Horse by Marie Sandoz right now. It's this author that wrote a bunch of books way back in like the 1940s, 50s. She grew up in the Sandhills in Nebraska, and her dad actually sat around the fire and hung out with like all the Sioux chiefs and stuff. So she remembers all the stories she heard as a kid. Yeah, toe kick under the cabinet. I should have probably did something like that. Marta, I'm 37. And I'm just having a hard time following the chat here. These cats are being Theodore. I'm working. What's the one thing I wish I had but don't? Rock God guitar skills. I don't know. Probably AC by the end of this summer. Yeah, catios are cool. I've considered that, like doing that off the back window or something. I just let them outside, honestly. Kyle's Unfiltered Life. Those cab overs like freak me out, man. I'm not interested in one of those because it's like, you imagine going 70 on the interstate with one of those? Like, I don't know. I mean, they're cool. I really liked them old cab over semis you used to see back in the day, like the Internationals and the Whites and stuff. CB is, she's got some snacks back here. David Patrick, cool. Yeah, I got the I have a little Bluetooth headphone amp too. I think mine's a Boss. I have a travel guitar here in the van. My brother got me. Travis, I might. Where at in Montana? Because I'm gonna be up there about that time too. Being retired is the only part of getting old that I like. Yeah. Bag of ice behind the fan. Yep. Yeah, I bought one of those and then I sold it to a lady in Quartzsite. Thanks, Kiss the Clown. Gas money. Appreciate it. Thank you. Jesse, good night. Yeah, tune in Saturday to watch me get my van stuck in the sand. It's a pretty good video. Real troll bait. I'm expecting that one to get a lot of views. That awning shade is awesome. I've only been able to use it once, but I really enjoyed it. I mean, for what it cost, it was definitely worth it. This is a 10-foot box truck. 10 by 6.5. Wombat Kenworth K220. Hell yeah. Do those have the 2 strokes in them? Play something. No. Maybe someday I'll start throwing that into my videos, but believe me when I say I suck. Homestead Jeff, I am not accounting for much right now. I spent all my money in Omaha. So I do not even have like an emergency fund right now. Where have you traveled where there's still a music scene? Good question. I used to go down to Lincoln, Nebraska. There was this place down there called the Bourbon Theater. It was one of my favorite venues. I seen Guar there like 6 times. But I heard like Austin, Nashville, not Omaha. I can tell you how much. I'd imagine there's a pretty good metal scene in Phoenix somewhere. It's a big city. Nick, metal detector, magnet fishing. Yeah. Pull up an old safe or something. Mitch, I just don't have room for one of those all-in-one deals. I watch Will Prowse, because he tests everything. He said all of those, the only ones he really likes are the anchors. He said none of them are really, I don't know. I just don't have room for one. It'd be great for like my Buick or something if you were just road tripping. Get one of those and then like one solar panel on the roof. Just so you can like boil water and charge your devices. It'd be cool. But you know what? If I were to build my van all over again, knowing what I know now, I wouldn't do a 12-volt system. I'd do at least a 24. Because batteries are cheaper, you can have more capacity. It's just more efficient. I've not been to the Oregon coast, but I will this fall. on the route. Tom Hawthorne, thank you. I don't know if I said that yet. Lori B, I did replace my phone with a Samsung S25 Ultra. I also bought a DJI Action 6, which is great. I still haven't got a new drone, but my friend, one night out, sent me his Mini 4 Pro that he wrecked, to see if I could do anything with it. I need to get some batteries to test that out. But yeah, I pretty much, I didn't get that camcorder that I made a whole video talking about, but I've, for the most part, fixed my camera woes that I had all freaking winter. That was such a disappointing situation. Do not ever, if you haven't, if you've, just don't go to Verizon. They screwed me so bad. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be in Bozeman shortly after I'm done with Yellowstone, Travis, before I start heading north, like through Montana north. Yeah, I'm not going to play guitar because I just suck way too much right now. But someday I will for you guys. What was my favorite hike in Utah? Good question. Man, that's a tough question. They were all so good. Trying to think. I did the Confluence in Canyonlands Needles District. That was pretty sweet. I didn't hike Bryce or Zion. I just drove through them. Probably that like random hike that wasn't a hike that anyone else has ever done over there by Glen Canyon off State Route 95. I mean, that was just such a rugged, awesome place, and I was just alone for freaking 50 miles in every direction, and that was pretty good. Homestead Jeff, thank you. What's SHTF Fund? Cindy, thank you. Thanks, Jeff Crozier. Thanks, Rod. Hey, New Zealand. Do you know Lisa? Oh, cool, Pops. I'll check. If I suspect ticks on my cats, I'll try that out. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, Matty Van Halen does play awesome guitar. He knows his blues chords and can arpeggiate them and kind of improvise. He's pretty good. I didn't get to meet him. He stopped by my camp, but I was up in Lake Havasu when he finally stopped by. It was like for a week straight. It was like, yeah, Matty might stop by today, and then by the time he did, I was gone. But I like watching him play guitar. Hey, Craig. Yeah, thanks. I had to call a local dude. His name was Dave, and he had a Toyota Tundra. Pulled me out. Oh shit! Got. I'm a little slow. Sorry, guys. I get it. Lisa said, "No, you don't know Rod." Permethrin is toxic to cats until dry. Good to know. Bike pig. Yeah, I still got some cigars. I just don't smoke them often enough. I'm worried about. I'm thinking there's going to be burn bans all summer. Thanks, oddly enough. But I'd like to have a lot of campfires up in the forests. There's actually. Have you any of you guys been through the Black Hills? Have you ever been to Custer, South Dakota? Southern Retail Reviews. Thanks, man. If you ever been to Custer, South Dakota, then you know on 385, just south of town, there's this Chevy truck that sells firewood out the back for $5, and you just put cash in the box. It's been there for years. More Chef Ramsay clips. Somebody had commented and said that was really annoying, and they were sick of me doing that. I thought it was funny. Easy to overdo though. Scott, I got a whole bunch of really good teas. I showed them all in like 2 videos ago. You needed penicillin shots at the door to go to the bourbon. That's funny. What destination am I most excited for on this trip? Canada, probably. I got to just have a little taste of it. Me and my brother took a brother trip together up through Banff and Jasper and Icefields Parkway. We canoed on Lake Louise and got to go walk on the Athabasca Glacier, and it was just so mind-blowingly beautiful and epic up there that I've been wanting to go back ever since. It's also really smoky. Like if you go there late enough in the summer, it's a lot of wildfire smoke. Hopefully it won't be the case this year. Yeah, Bigfoot. I that's a good place to go see that. I do Onyx, which tells me as well. And Bob Ross. That was the cheesiest, most like horrible thing I've ever done on YouTube, and everyone loved it. What's my favorite cigar? I like Maduros probably. And not too huge. Like maybe a Maduro what do you call it? Starts with the C. My brain is not working today, guys. Yeah, I like Maduros. Connecticut's are just a little too like there ain't enough flavor there. 5 million people here. I only know one guy called Rod. He bakes bread. Petey's Big Adventures. Yeah, I was trying to have merch by last holiday season, and I failed at getting all my designs finalized for it. But yes, that is the plan. That's something I'm really shooting for, trying to have merch by like Thanksgiving this year. I'm already set up with a drop ship company and everything. It's the ball is in my court to like actually come up with good designs. And I want them to actually be like designs that I drew or a friend of mine has drawn. I don't want some like generic AI crap that a lot of people do just for the sake of having merch. I got some really good ideas. Like, Cousin Eddie, but it's a cat. Litter box is full, you know? Or like caveman carpentry, where he's like looking at a tape measure and kind of scratching his head like I used to do in my van build videos and stuff like that. Theodore hanging from the headliner. I mean, I come up with ideas all the time. I just need to sit down and draw stuff up. 101 in Oregon South. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, in the Black Hills there is a burn ban. I figured that out already. I would love to go to Mexico. I am like just way too white. I need to really learn some Mexican. I say Mexican, not Spanish, because there's a difference. I have Mexican friends, but I would love to go down there. I just need like somebody to go with me because I don't know how to talk. um, will I get a bigger van? I go like some days I want a bigger one, and other days I want like an SUV. So it's like I don't know what I'm doing next for my next build. I do want to do another build though, but I would need like a shop and tons of money. I built this van on credit cards, paid them all off before I racked up any interest. Pipe and loose tobacco is nice. Yeah, my friend Noah smokes pipes. One Night Out is his YouTube channel. He does overnight like tent camping stuff in the forest. His videos are really good. You should check him out. Yeah, Atlantic Canada is. I've been checking it out, and yeah, that's definitely on the list. I would love to see that stuff up there, like what you did for the with the pun there. Kitty poops poop bucket. Yeah, I could do van life meow buckets with the toilet seat lid. They'd be brown. You know. Mossy oak van life meow hat. You know what? If I get merch, well, I'm doing drop shipping. I was gonna say I'll just randomly throw my camo hat in somebody's order. Get this raggedy ass old beat up old hat. Penelope, thank you so much. Cheers with hot tea from Estes Park. It's been dry here until the past few days. That's awesome. I'd love to be in Estes Park right now. That's my next summer plan is Colorado, northern New Mexico, all of that stuff. I've been to Estes Park. I've been through Rocky Mountain National Park. Yeah, the is going to be definitely that's like the thing that you learn a lot about yourself when you start filming yourself that you never knew, like how much I say filler words, like Yosemite, yes. I might dip down to that and then go back up towards Highway 50 in Nevada. We'll see when we get there. I have a ton of good ideas. Problem is, most of them suck. Kara, you were born in Spain? That's awesome. You ever run from the bulls? Sorry, that was the most, like, touristy thing to say. Hi, Marie. Yes, I've watched Ghost Town Living. Man, that guy, he makes a video and by the next day it's got 1 million views. I'm so jealous. It's like Itchy Boots, whenever she makes a video, it's got like 1 million views, like immediately. They got to be making just so much money. Hell yeah, William. I've seen them twice. They are loud. Awesome band. Dave Mayer, Cutie Butts, and Theodore are doing great. They're both getting fat, and so am I. Yeah, I need a, like I said, I need like a Spanish speaking friend to go to Mexico with me. TX Bronco 6 is smoking a Perdomo Habano. Nice. Yeah, it's like extremely windy out right now. We've had like where I'm at in the middle of nowhere, I've had like a sustained 30-mile-an-hour wind all afternoon. But someday I'd like to do a live outside, you know, that'd be kind of fun. That DJI camera I bought can be used as a webcam, and it like has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and all that. But I can barely get a live stream to even work to begin with. But someday. Deadwood cigars are good. I've had those. There's this one I used to get at the grocery store in Omaha. It was called a Chillin' Moose. They're only like $8, and they're really smooth. Pretty good. Let's crowdfund the next build. If you guys did that, I'd give away this van. Like, raffle it off or something. Yeah, Mitch. Yeah, it would definitely have AC, and I would do at least a 24-volt power system. Now that I know what I know, you know, for not knowing anything, I kind of nailed it though. Not to brag, but everything like works really good in this van. The worst thing about this van when I hit the road was just how I packed it. Like the van itself did pretty good. I've never been to Yosemite or Sequoia, and I plan on getting to both of them this year, so I'll let you know. My dad says Yosemite is where it's at. He's been there. I do not wish I had a flushable toilet. I wouldn't hate to have a black tank to have to deal with. And I actually kind of enjoy, you know, doing things the caveman way if no one's around. Cindy and Dave, yeah, I'll be in Washington this fall. Rosie Walker, hello. Have you ever seen anything you couldn't explain what it was? Yeah, I mean, just random crap in the sky. Like I seen what I thought was a meteorite hit my van one day. I made a video about it. Here's one for you. That Niobrara State Park that I made a video about, the video before last. The Niobrara River right there. The very first time I went there that night, I could see little lights like swimming up the river at night, like as if the fish were like glowing. It was the trippiest thing ever. And I wasn't even tripping. So I don't know what that was, but Rosie, I said, yeah, hi. Slayer or Slipknot? Dude, Slayer. Yeah, I've never been a big Slipknot guy, you know? I don't know. Slipknot's like, it's just not my thing. Yeah, we got mixed reviews on Sequoia versus Yosemite here. Shirt with silhouette of the snakes. That'd be cool. It'd have to like be totally different, otherwise I could get like probably sued for that. Does Nomad Brad say it's on the list? Is that his thing? Hey, Box Truck Boomer, thanks, man. You should all go subscribe to Box Truck Boomer too. He makes really entertaining videos. He's building this exact same 10-foot box fan, but he's got the comedy department like perfected. His videos are pretty good. I think you guys would enjoy him. Yeah, cassette toilet, So Gone Again, you ever watch that channel? He's got one that has like a little fan that like sucks the stink out. But I mean, you either way, you're crapping into a container and covering it up with sawdust and stuff or whatever. If you're in a campground and you have a dumpster, then your multi-purpose bucket with a bag is just as easy. If you're in the middle of nowhere and no one's around, shovel. But if you're not like a single like prime ape like me and like you're traveling with the wife or somebody else, then you probably want something better than a bucket, unless she's just that cool. I mean, Man of War, yeah. I love power metal. I didn't go to school for anything that I know, other than like things I've been certified for. I just learned it all myself. Theodore's tripping. He sees some birds or something. Transmission is doing good so far. Yeah. It's still gonna need replaced someday, but yeah, it's doing pretty good for now. Luckily, I've had pretty good luck with transmissions. I've had three trannies and a clutch go out on me in my day, and they were all front wheel drive transmissions, 4T60s and 4T65s. Um, Cynthia equipment shorts. Yeah. So I never did shorts on my channel, like the actual format of YouTube shorts, because I was reading on Reddit that if you have an audience that expects long videos from you, and like you always make long videos, if you go and start mixing shorts into the mix, it'll kind of mess up your channel. C-Class Spill 83. New shocks are great. I noticed an improvement in the ride quality. It's way smoother now. The tire cover is staying on. Like, surprisingly, for some reason it's staying on. I don't know why. I haven't done anything different. I've gone like 200 miles with that thing and it hasn't blown off since the last time I put it on. But I was at a Walmart. I was going to get a ratchet strap for it because I paused my Amazon Prime and can't really buy anything better at the moment. But the only ratchet strap that Walmart had was orange one, and I don't want to do that. If I'm going to do one, it's going to be like black. Craig. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Bike Pig, I would do the transmission myself. Yeah, so I have the 6L90, and you don't need to do any sort of like relearn or programming for that one. If you have the 8-speed, you do. But yeah, I would definitely do it myself. I already had a quote while I was in Omaha for a carry out. It's $4,000. Petey's Big Adventures. I use tow mode when I'm like climbing a steep hill or descending a mountain pass because it'll keep it in a lower gear longer. So it's like really good for descents. So you don't have to like stay on the brakes as long, you know. Tow mode's actually really good. It's annoying that it's like on by default every time I start my van. Unsung Hero, that old Buick I have has never let me down. Like it has never failed to start or anything. That is like of all the crappy old Buicks I've had, and I had this Buick that was way nicer than that one. I've had a few that were way nicer than that, but for some reason I just can't get rid of that one. It's like it just fits like an old shoe. I just love that car. Yeah, Mitch, I feel you on shorts. I'm not like into TikTok stuff either. I can't stand freaking Adstagram anymore. I don't even scroll that. I have a pretty good mountain lion story from when I was a teenager, but more recently in my life, no. I did see a bear just north of Yellowstone when I was going through there on a road trip, a black bear. Yeah, Theodore is freaking out right now. I don't know what is going on out here. It's getting dark. Yeah, Cynthia, that I used to when I was building my van, I did Amazon affiliate links for all the stuff I bought for my van. I made it. Somebody bought something. I think somebody bought my same rims and wheels, or wheels and tires, because one day I got a pretty fat little commission from Amazon, but otherwise it's a few bucks a month. Yeah, Indy 69 Vet. I still don't want an e-bike. They're heavy, and I just don't need one yet. Wombat 74. The Buick's really cozy when you sleep in that thing, but then the next day my back hurts so bad. Just not being able to stretch out. If I was gonna like convert the Buick into a camper, I'd take out the passenger seat and build a bed along that side of it. Yeah, I think we all agree that shorts suck on YouTube. Yeah, Pops. GM used like they used like a vegetable oil or something for the insulation um, jacketing for the wires. And that's why mice like to chew on them. I've heard stuff under my van before, but I haven't had any mouse damage yet. Um, I got a really gross tip for you guys if you want to hear that when it comes to mice and stuff and critters. But yeah, I've been lucky so far with mice in the van. I have had mice get in my Buick several times. Hey, Donald, we're all doing great, man. Good to hear from you. Yeah, Box Truck Boomer is great. My buddy Nick. I mean, he's totally ripping me off, but no, his videos are good. Amsterdam. Hell yeah, dude. I went there in 2008 when it was like the only place in the world where weed was legal. And it was like I was going to the freaking Holy Land because I was 19. And it was like, it blew my mind. Amsterdam's beautiful. I'd love to go back someday. Yeah, Jesse, I'd love to build a Buick like Roadmaster station wagon into a camper. That would be cool. Corey, you saw a bear the other day. Cool. Was it a black bear? Butterfly Journey Designs. I'm 5'9", and that's a standard twin bed, so yeah, it's long enough. Having that sound bar at the end of the bed was really annoying. Just kicking it with my feet all the time. Yeah, I've heard dryer sheets, Irish Spring soap, peppermint. A lot of people I've seen like pop their hoods and then have lights, like solar lights under their stuff. Whoa, e-bike with 18 miles on it. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I want to keep pedaling. I really like the exercise that I get from it. Olivia, yeah, pretty much not on my tires, but if you kind of pee a perimeter around your camp, I'm sure that has the opposite effect with some animals, but for rodents, it'll. Yeah, Jeff, try spraying your wires with like peppermint oil, maybe, or something like that. That might help. Thanks, Donald. Yeah, I'm gonna do a probably around Christmas time. I'm gonna do another van build marathon live stream thing. Yeah, cats. I don't have to worry about mice or bugs in the van. Mojo CrossFit. I love my new fridge. It's awesome. I wouldn't have been able to probably buy that on my own. But that's why I collaborated with ISCO. But they're a super cool company. It's nice to work with them. Oh, Lori B. Mouse died in my AC. I bought a 96 Chevy truck from this guy from Idaho. Totally rust free, half ton 4x4. I loved that truck. I had it forever, like 8 years. But when I first got it, I went to run the heat, and the worst smell ever came out of the vents. Turns out a mouse built a whole nest down like on top of the heater core. So I tore the dash apart. There was like all kinds of nuts and trail mix and weird crap in there. It was terrible. I guess he's keeping the shirt on. El Camino. That's like the Cadillac of cars, man. Pet mouse named Speedy. That's awesome. I had a ball python when I was a kid in the 90s, and we had to feed it mice. And that like broke my mom's heart watching them little mice like cleaning themselves up for dinner, not knowing that they were the dinner. So one day when I was at school, Mom, without asking me, traded my snake in for a guinea pig at the pet store. I came home from school like, where's my snake? What the hell is this? Think we could consult before. Vermont in the beginning of October. Yeah, I want to see them beautiful fall colors in the Northeast. mic. Yeah, the Tree Bits speakers are good. Yeah, they already emailed me wanting me to make another video about it. It is a good speaker. Um, it was just weird timing. Like I was already looking at Bluetooth speakers on Amazon and was about to buy a similar one, and then like the very next day they emailed me. I don't know if there's some conspiracy about that, but it was like, you know what? Sure, why not? It did feel pretty cheesy, doing that whole sales pitch about it. It's a good speaker though. The best part is there's no Bluetooth like noise or delay. The worst is when there's delay. So like you're watching a video and someone's mouth is moving and then you hear the audio like a few milliseconds later. That drives me nuts. And I got mine paired to my laptop and my phone simultaneously. It's pretty good. Matt Beanie, I am going to be probably ending up in Yosemite this fall. It is on the list. Corey, I had to, yes, I had to like kind of set some rules for myself when I hit the road in the van, not to be collecting rocks everywhere I go. I have a friend that drives around with like freaking 300 pounds worth of rocks in her RV. But yeah, my whole life I've been like walking around like, ooh, it's a good one. Yeah. I have a whole rocks and minerals guidebook and everything. And EM films. You like Wendy's? Hey, did you get that new CD? Yeah, Theo's pretty chill. He's you know, he's either all or nothing. He doesn't have like a middle ground. Real Wolf TV. I don't know what I want for my next rig yet. If I'm stuck in here for days, like the weather sucks, then I wish I had more comforts. But at the same time, it's like I could use a 4x4, honestly. A dried up tree frog came flying out. That's funny. Yeah, I watched the bike pig. I watched a documentary about how them pythons were super popular in like the 90s. Pet stores were selling them everywhere. And then they'd get huge, and then people wouldn't know what to do with them, so they'd release them, just let them go. And they'd crawl through all the sewers and shit. And it was, I think it was like the Everglades or something, was totally like they thrived there because it was like the right kind of environment for them, and ended up just like totally taking over the whole ecosystem, eating all the deer and the other wildlife and stuff. And they had to go and try to catch all these freaking pythons that were house pets and got released. Later, Alfred's Journeys, or Alf Lord's Journeys. Cool name. Enjoy your dinner. I've heard, Lori, I've heard some scary crap. Like the first time I ever heard an elk call, like a weird elk mating call, it freaked me the hell out. And I was tent camping at the time too. I thought I heard like a Sasquatch or something. Yeah, Theo is huge, Nick. He probably weighs like 12 pounds now. He just keeps growing. I did bring Ivan, is it? I did bring my Cannibal Corpse shirt. I brought a bunch of my shirts just so I could wear them in my videos. They're not the most practical like performance piece of clothing to wear when you live in a van and stuff, but when you're also making YouTube videos. It's cool to wear your concert tees. Man, never gonna live down that spray and glue on mom's patio furniture thing, am I? Austin Evans, yeah. What was it called? It was called like Snow Flats Road or something down in right off of it's between Comb Ridge and whatever highway that is that goes from Natural Bridges down to the Milky Dugway. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I ended up taking my van on some gnarly, like I was scraping the diff and everything, and these cats were just flying over the place and shit. And it was like 15 miles of that. It was quite the. I think I made a video about it. It was quite the. Definitely should not have taken a 8,000-pound box van on that. That was like a Jeep Trail. Cali Phoenix, thank you. I just want to recommend buying one of those silver covers for the exterior windows and windshield of the van. I bought one for my Class C. Yeah, I do have one. I just I don't use it very often. I did use it in my last video for one day, but yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. The Reflectix that I cut for my cab is getting pretty wore out now. I need to at least like Gorilla Tape the edges or something. Nick R6 Rider. Yeah, yep. Someday I'm gonna get east. Fab Rats, yeah, they're cool. I can't afford to have anyone do stuff like that for me. I don't know if the box fan's worth 4x4 swapping. It's just that would be so extensive. I think a good new rear axle with a 410 gear ratio and a locker would be pretty good. Pan for gold, yeah. I could sit there for days trying. Quasi's got a 21-pound butt. See, I don't want a Garfield. You know, I don't want him to get super fat. I mean, I ain't gonna deprive him of food and treats and stuff, but oh man, you heard a peacock scream? That would trip me out. I've heard that in the zoo. When are you coming to California? This fall. Yeah, Pops, your Amazon stories are crazy, man. Like the actual river, not the jungle website. That's wild. You should write a book on that stuff, man. Yeah, Idaho, Andy has some wildlife, man. My cousin lives up there by Chalice, and he works for this outfitter that takes people on crazy hunts for mountain lions and bears and all kinds of crazy stuff. See you, David. Bay Area thrash or German thrash? Well, probably Bay Area thrash. Slayer's my favorite band. German thrash? Like what? Like when I think of German stuff, I think of like Rammstein, you know, or Compressor or KMFDM or, you know, industrial stuff, which I love all of that. But sorry, my voice is kind of. Yes, C class bill. Did I say that right? I'd love to do a mural on the van. Like I honestly am not too crazy about the snakes personally. They're kind of faded and crappy looking. I have paint guns and an airbrush and all of that. Like if I had like the ambition and like time to sit down and draw a sweet cool mural, I would love to do that. And I do a different one on each side. Ceramic window. Yeah, I have 20% nano ceramic on my two side windows up front. Corey, yeah, I like. That's called pear cactus. Is the color. You guys hear that wind? Ripping. Yeah, locker in the back. I mean, a 4x4 van would be cool. I'd do a solid front axle too. I'd just go all out. Florida death metal or Swedish death metal? I love Cannibal Corpse, but I have to go Swedish on that. Oh yeah, Savannah. You got a friggin' leopard. Donna, you lived in the Philippines? Did I know that? That's cool. PNW Adventure, good night. Thanks for tuning in. Real Wolf. Yeah, sorry about the stupid problems with YouTube, like playback issues. Appreciate you watching. I saw KMFDM once. It was cool. It was a fun show. I took my friend. He was a huge fan. Box truck boomer. My desk is. I can tell you the heights, but I don't remember the depths. I think the desk is 24 deep, and the kitchen is a little deeper. The height is a 30-inch on the desk and like 35 or 6 on the kitchen. I would make my kitchen counter less deep, and I don't know, probably get a sink that's like an undermount, and then have like a actual wood countertop piece for the plug. Dubs Guru, thank you. Cattle decapitation, hell yeah. Man, I didn't know I had so many metalheads that watch my channel. That's awesome. Yeah, the guinea pig switcheroo. I'll never let her live that down either. My eyes are like, they're green, but they're kind of like a brownish green. Like, Ivan, I used to play video games. Like, all the video games that I like to play are like 20 years old. So, like, Doom, Quake, stuff like that. And I play drums, and I can make a guitar make noise. I wouldn't say that I can actually play a guitar, but yeah, Mike, someday I'm gonna do way better artwork on the van. Yeah, I grew up in the 90s, and I can't stand 90s rock anymore because that's all they played it so much. Like, I grew up just listening to 90s rock. If I have to hear Touch Peel Stand by STP one more time, like, I'm going to dig my ears out. Pops. I've been to Germany, France, and Amsterdam, and Canada. Or Belgium, Amsterdam is a city, but I would love to go to like the UK, Ireland, Sweden, Norway, Australia. I'd love to go to China, honestly, or Southeast Asia. Like, that would be cool. Do you guys ever watch Mike OK? He's this travel vlogger that goes to, he's an international travel vlogger. That dude's videos are awesome. His channel blew up fast, too. He's got like a couple million subs. Claimer Jeremy, thanks, man. That's a lot of watching. Like, if somebody says I watched your whole build series, then thank you, because that's a freaking commitment. That's like I found YouTubers that I really really liked, and then I went back and watched all their old videos and just binged them for like days. And like when someone says they watched all my videos, that's like the greatest compliment. Thank you, it means a lot. Um, Plastic wall tiles. These back here, those are great. They're actually, yeah, they work really good. They've held up great. I've let this van bake in the Nebraska summer heat. Like it's been over 100 in here. I would use it in a house. Yeah, they're pretty affordable. They're like this weird, soft, kind of squishy, sticky stuff, though. So it's like, it's not like a hard plastic. It's more of a soft touch thing. Oh, cool. You saw Cannibal Corpse in 99. That was like right after they got George Corpse Grinder. I think Vile 96 was his first album. Real Wolf TV. Fuel is freaking. It's bad. I've spent almost $300 just trying to get through Nebraska. Hey, Gian Laugh. Thank you. That's very generous of you. I really appreciate that. Is it Gene? That's Gene, right? Gene Naloff. Thank you so much. Appreciate that very much. Limp Trisket. I didn't like Limp Bizkit when they were popular, but now that they're like old, now I like them. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I actually love Limp Bizkit. But at the time, I couldn't stand them. Maybe I just don't like things that are trendy. Bigfoot's observations. I wanted to, I wanted to advertise on my van. I wanted to do like a big QR code on the back so people who are tailgating me and can't stand how slow I'm going, want to pass me, could scan that, and then it'll take them to subscribe to my channel. But yeah, that was the plan to get my channel name on my van. Someday I should. Because a lot of people, wherever I'm camped, a lot of people, they see my van and they're like checking it out. I mean, people have taken pictures of my van and all kinds of stuff. So that, I mean, obviously people are curious about it when they see it. So it'd be cool to maybe get some subs out of that real world exposure. TN Garden to eat. I have never seen Metallica because their tickets are always so freaking expensive. It's like $260 but that would have been cool to see too. Heilung. I'm gonna check that out. Writing it down. I love finding new music. Sounds familiar, like I've heard of it before, but yeah, get out there, pops. Lisa, Stevie Ray Vaughan, hell yeah. Van Gogh Wanders, yeah, cool. Where are you? Like like what city? I'll remember when I come through. Profane Existence record label. 90s hardcore. No. Haven't heard of that. Oh, cool. You were in Aberdeen. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching my van build. Appreciate that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna write you down. Yeah, I used to just go when I did property management. Whenever I needed signs and stuff, I'd just go to fast signs because they were fast and down the street. But rather support somebody I know. Yeah, Mark, I did miss a lot of good stuff, but I have seen a lot of bands that were like way before my time. Obviously not in their prime, but Yago Gulch. I'm gonna look that up because I am going to Montana. Like, I'll be there a month from now. Stephanie, again, thank you. Yes, I have a Patreon. It's Van Life Meow. It's $4 a month, and I post a 2-hour long weekly vlog every week. It's just me rambling on and telling you what I'm doing that day. I also occasionally throw some actual bonus content on there too, but I'm pretty consistent with the vlogs. I'm doing my 70th weekly vlog right now, so I've started over a year ago. QR code that Rick rolls people. That's funny. Thanks, K Lark, K A Lark, K L. Thank you. Cool. Van Gogh Wanders. Yeah, I'll get a hold of you, man. Email me, Dave at vanlifemeow.com. Set something up. Nobody cuts my hair. I haven't had a haircut in like 12 years. Or, yeah. Andrew L6889. Am I subbed to you yet? If not, I will. $6899. Yeah, if any of you guys have your own YouTube channel, I will subscribe to you publicly. It's the least I can do, you know. Any change would inflict serious. But don't worry, Mike. I ain't gonna, I felt bad enough selling out for a speaker and a fridge. Like I ain't going down the old YouTube clickbait drama, fake BS, and cheesy AI thumbnails, and and I'm keeping my shirt on. Yep, Theodore's snacking, even though he's getting fat and really doesn't need that. Led Zepp, Tesla, Motley Crue, Godsmack. Yep, all of the above. The Godsmack singer, what's his name? Solly something. Best frickin' voice, man. Love me some Godsmack. Dismal niche next to the Meglar Bridge to Astoria. Fucking all right. Eddie Vedder, you know. Thanks, Charlie. Real Wolf TV, heck yeah. Are you Sue, Danae? Where are you at? Theo Vaughn? No, he's Theodore Meowsevelt. Relaxing adventure. Okay, cool. Maybe I did subscribe to you already. I'll be sure to. Everyone else here do the same. Let's support each other. Sumo Camel. Hey, give it a shot. It's fun. Yeah, the fridge is definitely worth it. I've done worse things for money. Theodore Meowsevelt, yep. Meow softly, carry big stick. Year of the Cobra, psychedelic doom metal, yeah. Oh my god, I just saw this music video today by this band that the video's like it came out 25 years ago. And it's like, how is this something new? It shouldn't be. And it's called Liminal, Liminal. And the video is called The Crop. It's like this psychedelic, groovy, freaking trippy ass weird stuff. And the video is like, it looks like something somebody made in like the year 2000. And these kids. I was like, why did the algorithm show me this? But it's awesome. I love it. I think they're going to blow up just for being weird, kind of like Angine Dupotrine did recently. $314 Adventure. Thanks, man. Love you too. We're all doing great over here. Lakota Sioux. Heck yeah. Oh, also part Cherokee. Nice. Yeah, I'm in your neighborhood. I'm about to head up into South Dakota right from the Oglala grasslands here. Cutie Butts is doing great, Kelly. I actually saw her on Craigslist. Somebody had a litter of kittens way back in 2012, and I went and picked her up so my kitty poops could have a friend. The person thought I was a weirdo when I sexed her right away, like made sure she was a female, because I wanted kitty poops to have a girlfriend. I don't know if they thought I was like about to breed cats or some weird stuff. It was a very awkward. Yeah, I've had her since she was only 4 weeks old. Got her in 2012 from Craigslist on this weird farm. These people had like peacocks and crap running around their farm, like llamas and stuff. It was a weird one. JHK Journeys. JHK. You got it, man. I'm gonna check you guys out. Bert's OG Projects. Yeah, do the plexiglass. Make sure you get Lexan, also known as polycarbonate, because it's easy to cut. And if I had to do mine over again, I think I'd tint it, actually. But that depends on like what your whole theme is that you want to do. But yeah, it's been great. You have seen those, Olivia? It's a whole thing. Yeah, I'm late to the party. I'm definitely like too sober to be listening to shit like that. You know. I've never named any of my vehicles, Pops. I don't know. That's not my thing. I call my Buick Buick and I call my van Van. But my friends, my brother and my friend Tom did name my van the Snake Pit. I was going to name it the Millennial Falcon. I thought that's clever, but 314 Adventure. I have my moments, but I'm also an introvert, so I really like my solitude. Making videos for you guys, doing my vlogs, and also having my cats. I never really feel alone. Girlfriend again someday would be great. Hey, Brian, we got a celebrity in the house. Adventure Van Man. What's up, dude? Dude, yeah, that liminal, that's weird. It's that the video I saw was like the crop or something, and it looked like it was made like 25 years ago. It was like the just coolest video. So trippy. Yeah, thanks for stopping by my live stream, man. Appreciate it. Maybe we'll get together this summer sometime or run into each other somewhere up north. Real Wolf TV. All the driving I do while being on YouTube and no music. So when you see driving time lapse, I'm usually got some tunes going. CMDR Josh, Northern Minnesota, Northern Wisconsin. Yep, someday. I've been to Minneapolis, St. Paul area. My aunt lives in extreme northern Iowa, just south of there. I haven't really been to Wisconsin yet, though. Jesse B. Yeah, it's nice to see real music, like not some weird AI crap. Did something just fly by my window? Or am I seeing stuff? Wood stove is great. I love it. No regrets. I mean, if I was really like hurting for space, yeah, it does. It gets used like very rarely, so it is kind of a waste of space. But those times that I do get to use it, it's like really good. There is nothing cooler than having a little wood stove burning in your van. It was terrifying the first time I used it, but new water heater is great. It's a very weird setup, and it's not like something I would expect anyone else to do. And I had a lot of questions about it. So the only way you could make that actually work is if you have another reservoir. Like it's made to cycle coolant through your radiator and your engine. So the fact that I already had an electric water heater, which is a tank that's designed to hold hot water, is the only reason that actually worked for me. If you tried to run that thing just straight off your plumbing without a reservoir, you could run it dry and it'll overheat and burn up. So yeah, it was it worked great for me. It's really cool, but it's not something you should attempt to do unless you already have a tank style water heater in your rig. um, 33 pick six. The van had 123,000 on it when I bought it. I got it for $12,000 from U-Haul. What inspired me to start this journey? Yeah, YouTubers for sure. I was watching all kinds of crazy stuff on YouTube, like train hopping hobo stuff, you know. Timu Mars Volta. That's pretty funny. If you're still on here, Brian, somebody in the comments of that liminal video compared him to King Gizzard, the Lizard Wizard. So, Theodore, leave her alone. I'm doing a 12 volt system, but now that I know what I know, I would do probably at least a 24 if I were to do this all over again. You can get more battery capacity for less money, and the inverters are way smaller, and everything's just more efficient if you up your voltage a little bit. Real Wolf, yeah, you can collect rainwater. I have this really cool idea to put a reservoir on my roof to catch rainwater. How am I doing personally? Great. Really good. Yeah, Shoestring. I watched all of his videos. I have a tag that he wrote himself in my van, so Shoe rides around with me. Van Go Wanders. Heck yeah, congrats on almost being done with your build, man. Cats are doing great. There's a rowdy one right here. The other one's trying to avoid him. Sumo Camel graduated high school. Congrats, man. Your son, I mean, congrats on being the proud parent of a kid that graduated. Yeah, I'm kind of losing my voice here, too. Rhymes with wolf. Yeah, dad and mom and everybody were really happy to have me around. The weather is terrible in Omaha, Nebraska. You know, I don't know why everyone lives there. Thanks, Donald. Yeah, I might have to wrap it up here pretty soon, actually, guys. I'm getting kind of losing my voice and getting kind of sleepy. Windmill, yeah, a windmill generator would be sweet. Like tonight, it's freaking wind has been blowing 30 miles an hour all day. I watched a couple of videos with people that have them, and they said you need to get them like 30 feet in the air to make them effective. But I don't know. I think they would be. I mean, if it's windy all the time, even if it's just a couple of amps you're getting out of it, you're still getting a trickle charge. It's going to counter your usage and keep your batteries from draining as fast. I sketched my build on a spiral notebook, Dubs Guru. $2013 U-Haul for $6K with 137 on it. Dude, that's a really good deal. Heck yeah. Yeah, just use riv nuts, and you don't need a welder to do this. Most people just build their back wall out of 2x4s. Yeah, that's a. Did you get the 14-footer with the cab over? Or no, you said GMC, so that'd be a 10-footer, right? Man, 6K is it's half of what I spent. I'm your adopted son now. You ain't old enough to be my mom, Olivia. Yeah, I'm really stoked I actually managed to get this to work. It's not really how I wanted it to work, but I'm happy to be able to chat with you guys. Hitting the road in a couple days. I'll be in Nebraska this weekend. Cool. Are you doing like east to west or something? Jesse B. Yeah, I'm guilty of keeping people from being productive. Jesse Mullins, I was an apartment maintenance guy for 15 years. That is a young man's game. Being on call is great, isn't it? See you, Lisa. Oh, okay. Yeah, you bought it from Dylan. Yeah, that's a good deal, man. Good night, TN Garden to eat. Up at 5. Ouch. I was up at 5 too. Actually, 4:45. Um, not for work, just because the cats decided that's when they were waking me up. No way, Olivia. Get out. There's no way you'll be 57 in August. Thanks, Dylan. Garrett RV 8183. 24 volt solar build. $1,600. 24/7 and 118-degree heat. Plenty of battery life. 16,000 watt hours. Hell yeah. Donald, no way. I don't have any of my grandparents anymore. Grandpa died in 2006. Grandma died about 10 years later. See ya, unsung hero. Van Gogh Wanders. I'll probably do one of these like once a month, probably. You know, this is fun. I enjoy it. Bigfoots. Yeah, it just would not um, allow me to connect to the server. Like the last live stream I did it all in OBS and it was great. And I could see my live stream that I had scheduled on YouTube. It just would not let me broadcast with it. It just kept saying like server issue. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to, well, tomorrow's a travel day, but I'm gonna get it figured out. There might be a couple of random, just me. Suddenly I'm live without notice, and that's just me trying to test things. Yeah, coming up from Kansas, cool. Yeah, do some scenic byways. Stay off the interstate. Pops, have you been watching Steve Wallace? He just made a video like that where he did a ice in a cooler kind of thing. My voice might be Ebola. I've always had a like messed up sinuses and stuff. When I started making van build videos, somebody got really upset with me because I cleared my throat too much. Do I enjoy poverty? Oh, I get it. You're a troll. Ha! Bye. Man, where do they keep coming from? Mandrake. Yeah, we're doing great. Kitties are good. New Mexico. One of the best states. Underrated. Hope it stays that way. 06 Express box for $3,700, but with 230K. If it has a new transmission, you'd probably be all right. 06 is probably the 4L80, which is a good thing. Jeffrey Christensen. Hello. Tell your cat meow for me. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna sign off. But this has been awesome. Thank you to everyone who's did a super chat. I really appreciate that. And thanks for tuning in, and thanks for putting up with me making you tune in twice. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try to figure this all out, but this has been really fun. I have 2 videos already made, and I'm working on another one. So tune in Saturday and next Wednesday. And head on over to the Simple Box and subscribe to his channel because he's way better than me. Have a good night, everyone.